Welcome back to Hotfish Radio. I'm Andy.
I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Joe.
And I've been wanting to ask you, Jeremy, are you a Redskins fan?
No, I'm not.
Okay, because he did mention that, like, man, they need to come back with their name.
The name,
logo.
yeah. You know, I grew up to the name, and when they took it away to Commanders, I was like,
yeah, it's so lame.
I still
it was
Redskins.
very lame.
Yeah, so do I.
They're still Redskins to me.
And I, even when I was a Cowboys fan, growing up my whole life, people would be like, "What helmet logo do you think is the best?"
You hit one keyword, was. What happened?
I moved to Texas, and I'm like, these people are nuts. Because every year it's like, oh, yeah, this is the year they're going to the Super Bowl.
Year.
You know, but when you live in Alaska, you don't hear all this Kool-Aid drinking, around the water cooler.
Very true, very true.
And I'm like, I'm sick of it. You suck. You don't draft anybody. You're not any good. I'm tired of following you.
But where do they get all the money? I mean, they keep losing every year. Where does all this money come from?
Because the NFL does profit sharing, so it's like jerseys, hats, and everything. Everything that gets sold gets distributed between the 32 teams.
So the Cowboys are supporting the rest of the crap teams?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're the number one franchise.
So they're like the Girl Scouts of the football franchise.
People keep buying their Thin Mints. So.
Okay, but wait a minute. Who's your team?
the 49ers.
So that's
I know they haven't done anything
I gotta give
great
it to you.
lately, but
I'm a fan of Purdy. I like Brock Purdy.
He's good. He's good.
Now,
the only difference is you don't hear me saying that the 49ers are going to be the game changer this year or the next year or the next year.
Me either. I don't say that about the Cowboys. Here's the thing. I'm not a trader like some people and switch teams.
Well, I actually just went, my baseball team's Indian, so I just was like, okay, Cleveland Browns. I don't have any expectations ever. I'm just having fun.
I'm not sorry.
That's all that matters.
I'm not calling you a trader, Andy. But I've been a Cowboys fan since I was 5.
Yes.
And I looked it up, and I think we've talked about this a little before. I'm not allowed to switch teams. The only way we can switch teams if that team dissipates or does something else.
Yeah.
But other than that, I couldn't switch.
He's like the frog in the pot, He doesn't know. He's been boiled to death.
So I have realistic expectations, and we will not win anything this year.
No.
Oh, that's a great prediction.
It's good.
I predicted that last year.
Yeah, we're horrible. Look, I mean, they're trying to offer Micah Parsons a butt ton of money. He's like, hey, but the money, this team's gonna want to get out of this team. So it shows you right there.
Yeah.
I'm realistic, I know, but I'm a fan.
What I don't get is when they paid Dak Prescott the most money.
Mm-hmm.
And for what?
You had him as
he
the
didn't
highest
perform.
paid,
He never performed.
and then you had Brock Purdy as one of the lowest paid.
Yeah.
And had way more results.
Yeah. I don't know.
But
What about the Browns? Talk about them now.
I like the Browns. I like when they had Baker Mayfield. I was a fan with Baker.
no.
I'm a fan of Baker Mayfield. That's my man. I like
That's my favorite player in the league.
Me too.
Okay.
So
He makes it fun again to watch.
Yeah. It's like watching Brett Favre or something.
Yeah.
They were fun to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know how we talked about AI and stuff and putting on the little headset and everything.
Halo.
Like the Halo ring.
Yeah, I had to put on some AI this week at a doctor's appointment. So I went to get my eyes checked, and they put on this eye thing, like a video game thing, and my eyes were moving the cursor and everything, just like I was talking about. So,
Where did you go to your eye exam? GameStop?
yeah, no, really. It even had a little cartoon on it.
The optometrist next door.
Yeah.
But did you know on your iPhone there is a feature in there where you could look at it and navigate the screen?
No.
Just by looking at it? Yeah, I've tried it. It's pretty cool.
No.
Yeah.
What? I mean, on the newest iPhone? Because I'm on like
Which one do you have?
12 or 13 or something.
I think it could work on yours too.
Weird.
Yeah, I tried it on mine. You just go to accessibility and enable that setting, and then you just look at it, and you can move to the icons and select which one you want. And I think.
How do you select it? Blink?
I think you have to blink to select it. Yeah, it's pretty gnarly.
So they mapped me. Felt violated after that.
Is this
appointment.
really you here
You
today?
didn't have your pocket EMP thing on you?
No. I purposely don't bring my phone. So they were like, scan this QR code. And I was like, well, I don't have my phone. What? They were looking around for a pamphlet for me.
Wow, that's crazy. I'm looking at
You're
mine.
trying to find it?
Yeah. There's words I don't even know what they mean.
Go,
Okay.
here, I'll do that while you're talking.
Well, So this week I didn't really have a subject per se. It's more of like some interesting like articles and stuff like that. I have 4 of them, but they all kind of intersect
okay.
across the same thing. So I'll go into them. Probably I'll save the ones that I figured you guys will like the best till last. So the first one is on frequency, which we've talked about before. But were you aware that like we have a frequency? We've talked about that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So our frequency is about 100. But also, did you know our clothes have a frequency?
Our clothes?
Our clothing. So like what our clothes are made out of. So one thing I always thought was weird, like in the Bible it says don't mix fibers and stuff like that. And I always thought, oh, well, that's probably just for like some religious thing. But then when you get looking into it, like the Egyptians thought it was very, like linen was a sacred thing. And that's why they wrap their mummies in it for the afterlife. And then you look into, other different cultures that had the same type of belief. And what I found out was cotton and wool and then linen, they have the highest frequency. And one interesting thing about it is when Rockefeller took over the hospitals, he got rid of the linens.
Did he?
And he replaced it with like a polyester or some other type of blend.
Polyester.
And the linens breathed better. They had a frequency that was complementary to your body, and you would heal faster. But my assumption is they knew longer stays, more money,
Get rid of it.
Yeah, exactly. They used to have like sun decks. We've talked about that. Put them out in the sun, get rid of that, with all that healing rays. So the lady that came up with this is just recently in 2003, Heidi Yellen. And according to the study, we have 100 frequency, but when you put on other fabrics like polyester and stuff, it'll drop you down to like a 15. And that's like a dying person or a very sick person. So like this, this uniform I'm wearing, it's polyester mostly. And I'm like, well, maybe that's why I feel I always wear T-shirts when I'm not at work. That's what I'm wearing, cotton T-shirts, and feel better. Your sheets you sleep on, same thing. Do you know what kind of sheets you got? No.
I have no idea. I was trying to think, like, I don't even sleep under the covers. I just lay down and throw something on.
Yeah, with your shoes on.
With my shoes on. I like to sleep with my clothes and shoes on.
So
Jeremy's going, what?
I'm just thinking about it.
It just feels
processing.
Better. It just feels better to have my shoes on.
So wait, you're saying everything has a frequency?
All the fabrics have a frequency, and the ones that you want to wear is cotton. Organic cotton is better because regular cotton's been through the Monsanto spray down. Wool or linens, and if you wear those things, it's like grounding, walking barefoot in your grounding. It's like if you're wearing those clothings, you're getting the highest frequency. You're going to feel better. You're going to be healthier.
That's why I like flannel shirts.
Are they cotton?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Or that rough stuff. I like rough stuff. I hate the
like
feeling
wool.
of soft stuff.
Yeah.
Like the polyester material.
Yeah. It's the worst.
I can't touch it. Ugh. I don't like it.
Yeah, and so in her study, she goes into more like, these women wear yoga pants. That is like a hormone disruptor, all that plastic and stuff like that. So she was even mentioning if you're having problems having a kid, it could be because, that's what women wear a lot of. And it's actually when they're sweating, then you're soaking in this
material
hormone disruptor that you wear all the time.
Wow.
Another weird thing was like if your sheets are staticky, that's where people get restless leg syndrome. So you got some mixed weird fiber in your sheets, so you want to have like a linen or a cotton type of thing to fall asleep on.
Do you have linen and cotton?
Yes.
I picture you having like silk.
No silk here, man.
Purple silk.
Can't afford it.
The ladies' maid. Okay, so that was one. All these are going to kind of intersect with the Bible, but they'll be interested. Don't worry, Joe. I'm going to get into something good. Don't walk away.
Wouldn't think about it. I'm right here. I'm ready.
Okay, so this one I know you've heard of, but I wanted to bring it up because, Jeremy, I don't know if you've heard of it. Because sometimes off the air, you'll mention something, Joe, or I'll mention something, and Jeremy, you'll be like, I haven't heard
a lot of things that y'all been talking about lately.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, okay, let me tell him this. Now, do you remember when Hillary Clinton had all those emails, and then they dumped it, and they were like going through them? You know what I'm going to say?
Yeah.
Did you ever hear about the? We don't know if it's a freedom of information request or if she was actually emailing someone requesting the location of Gilgamesh, which is a giant. You've heard of the Epic of Gilgamesh, which is like a myth, the book, right? Have you ever heard of that? Like, it's sometimes they have you read it in high school and stuff.
No.
Okay, so it's about this giant king and like a super big giant, but it also said in there, or the Nephilim. She was interested in the Nephilim. Have you ever heard of the Nephilim?
Again, no.
Okay, so like in Genesis 6, the sons of God, the angels, come down and they have sex with the women, and that's where these giant beings come from. And it says there were giants in those days and even after the flood.
So wait. So out of all the thousands of emails on Hillary's server, this one was one of them?
This was one of them.
Okay.
Because the giants saw silk sheets.
Okay.
Just kidding. No.
Yeah, really.
They came down. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, so the Nephilim are like these offspring from angelic beings and human women. And then they grew up in, that's where we get all these myths from, for all these giants and these titans. Like there was really giants in the book of Genesis, and that's a big reason why God had the flood, because there was so much corruption. And then you hear about like weird amalgams of animals, like, oh, this guy has a horse bottom part and the top is a man.
I've heard about those, or I've seen pictures of them.
Yeah. So these things, I believe, really existed. I think they corrupted everything from animals to humans, and then God came in and
Wipe the slate clean.
But that was one of the things on her email. And, they'll say, oh, Gilgamesh is like a myth. It's a fantasy tale. Well, then I was looking up articles on archaeology, and an archaeologist said Gilgamesh tomb believed to be found, and everything in the story from where it was buried under the Euphrates or whatever giant body of water, they found this whole city, and it was the Gilgamesh. But after that, it's like nothing. So I'm wondering if this finding is what prompted her to want to know more about it.
That's crazy.
Because then it gets into like, oh, is this what they're wanting to do with humans? Create another
Do it again.
level. Yeah, start all over again. Like the whole Earth and is just cycles.
Right.
Same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over until God comes back again.
Does history repeat itself?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, it does. And we just forget, or it's washed over and start over from square one
Or
again.
it's given a different name.
Yeah.
With the same concept or the same objective.
Yeah, like your aliens that are coming to take us over.
Yep.
So anyways, okay, Joe, I got one just for you. I know you're going to like it.
Hit me.
So the Iranian officials, did you hear about this? This was just in the news maybe like last month or before. Claim Israel is using jinns as talismans in war.
No, I didn't hear this.
Okay, so this was from one of the papers overseas. I got it from either the Israel paper or the Muslims. I can't remember which
So
one.
the Palestinians are claiming the Israelites, or Israelis rather, are using jinns.
Mm-hmm. And the thing that's crazy about. It says Israel employs supernatural forces such as jinns and Hebrew talismans. You know, have you ever heard of a jinn before?
Isn't that like the thing in the lamp or
like a
whatever?
genie?
Yeah.
a genie.
That's where it comes from. Yeah.
Yeah,
But it's
exactly.
like a monster. It's a
Like a demon. It's their form of demon.
Okay.
And so the claims gained traction when Abudal, whatever, an advisor to Tehran's mayor, posted on X that several papers containing talismans with Jewish symbols that had been discovered on the capital streets following the conflict. And then more dramatic claims followed. A social media user identifying themselves said that they even were killed. Some of their army was killed using that. But what Israel responded with, I thought was kind of crazy, because it said, they said, we don't, obviously they denied it, but they said we don't participate in using drugs and conjuring jinns, but the claim didn't have anything about drugs. So now people went off on that, and they're saying, oh, so they get in some kind of altered state to conjure these beings.
whoa.
Yeah, it was good.
And see, someone recently told me that they served in Iraq and they were clearing some caves, and they saw some things that were not human, and they unloaded on that whole area. And this guy's a veteran, and said never saw anything, never hit it, but several of us opened fire on this being or whatever it was, but the word Jinn was used.
Was it just one?
That he said yes. Yeah,
Giant things or like our size?
our size.
Oh, like shadow
Maybe
type things. You didn't really.
We weren't like exhausted or fatigued. We're just clearing a cave and open fire, and nobody hit anything. And it's not that many of us shooting. He said we shouldn't have missed. There's no way.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, so it's probably like it's something demonic. You
yeah,
would
so
think,
then
you
you're
know.
opening up stuff to fight warfare in a supernatural level now.
Mhm.
It's like this gets real, because you can't control this. You might think because you summon it, you control it. You didn't control nothing.
No, they're just there to cause chaos and stuff.
Yep. It's a demon.
Oh yeah,
I
definitely.
mean, nothing is going to come out of that. It's like the demon's going to come out and say, yeah, what do you want me to do?
Yeah, I know. You have 3 wishes.
It's just hard to believe.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
So do you what's your worldview as far as that stuff? Like, do you believe in like demonic beings and then angelic beings and then God?
I mean, I believe it's out there. I've just never seen it. And hearing about it, like that people are running into stuff like this, like more commonly, is just like, what?
Yeah.
You know? Like, when am I going to see something like this?
Yeah, hopefully never.
Hopefully never. Yes, you're right.
I mean, because even when people saw angels in the Bible, it wasn't like super terrific time. They're scared. You know what I mean?
Not if I can help it.
But is every spirit here on earth an evil spirit?
The way I look at it is when you die, it says you're going to be in the presence of God, right? If you're a Christian. And if you're not, then there's only one other destination for you. So whatever's left here are these spirits that don't have a place to go. So either...
So they're not good enough for heaven, and they're not good enough for hell?
Well, I mean, you could...
Or they're waiting on hell?
Yeah, it's like waiting for the God to open up the pit and get rid of all these demonic beings. Or like, you know, there could be angelic beings, you know, visiting us, because it says... You know, you could entertain an angel and not even know about it.
Right.
Bible
And
talks
I've
about
heard of that before.
I
Yeah.
think I have before.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, I think I've come across an angel before. But more than anything, I've always wanted to see, I would love to see an angelic being fight a demonic one.
That'd
Be able to see it.
That'd be a cool fight.
Yeah. I'd be like, oh, yeah.
Like lightning and fire. Like, what do you think you'd see?
Nah, man. My imagination goes crazy. Too many Marvel movies.
Well, what was your angel that you thought you saw? Like, did you think you were seeing an angel when you saw it, and then, or later you were like, wait a second?
Well, I was in the parking lot one day waiting outside at a store, and it was late. It's the only vehicle in the parking lot. Middle of the parking lot, big area. I'm sitting there, get a tap on the window, and, well, I don't want to say he's homeless, but he looked homeless. Guy says, hey, you got any money, any change for me to eat? Asked for money. I said, I don't have any money, but I had in my cup holder, I had a little plastic rubber jar thing. I had full of quarters and things that would save my change. And I said, man, I have this. Put your hands out. So he put his hands together, cupped them, and I dumped all the change in there for him. I said, that's all I got. You can have it. And he grabbed it, he looked at it, and he goes, my God will repay you. And I said, yes, sir. And I put the thing back in, turned around, gone. I mean, the dude had to run like hundreds of miles an hour to be able to see him disappear. Because I got out and looked, like, where did he go?
Wow.
I mean, I put my thing right there, turned over, and he's gone.
Yeah. Well, I don't doubt it.
But for him to say, my God will repay you, and he just straight looked at me and said that.
And you're like, yeah, okay, dude.
Yeah, I was like, okay, whatever.
Okay, go get your booze.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Have you had a moment like that?
Mm-mm.
No?
My brother has. I want to get him on to tell his story. But, yeah, he's had someone who he met, and he's like, definitely it's an angel. Because similar to his story, there's nowhere to go. Like, you're looking at him, gone. And
Wow.
you're in, like, you could see for miles.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that person is not there anymore. I mean, there's no other way to explain it.
Yeah, I mean, turn your head over to the side, put something, look back.
Yeah,
fraction
just
of a
like
second, And where did he got out? And, man, nowhere.
Yeah.
So for you to experience something like that, do you think that, and I haven't, do you think that you're doing something right and I'm not doing something right for you to have that altercation with a angel possibly?
I don't think it has anything to do with what you're doing wrong or right. I like me. I like the spiritual side of things,
Right.
With what they say, paranormal or whatever. So I think I'm more. I'm not gonna say expecting. I'm always looking.
So we just got to be open to it, maybe.
But you got to be careful what you're open to.
Yeah.
Also, because, like Andy said, you die, you go away with another. And people always tell me, hey, could you come to the house and check it for us? We hear this, we hear, I smell my grandmother's perfume, or I could have sworn I heard her laugh, or I could have. The demons know how to imitate, and it's called a familiar spirit. So if you died right now and you went to heaven, the most perfect place in the world, why would you want to come back down here?
Right.
Why would you leave the presence of the Almighty?
wouldn't.
You wouldn't. You'd be like, hey, I'm here. Me personally, dude, I got my foot in the county of heaven. I'm good. I'm like, oh, I'm here. Thank God.
Yeah,
I'm here.
I don't even think it's possible. I think because people's near-death encounters, they're always like, I didn't want to come back.
Right.
When they do come back, it's your time isn't now. You're going back, and I think it would be it's beyond what you could ever think the best thing is.
All right. So then take it to the other side. Perfect, right? You don't want to come back. Now, let's say someone dies and they go to hell. If that's the case that they could leave, why would I be in eternal torment? They'd all be here.
Yeah, I'd be haunting
Yeah, me too.
stuff all the time.
I'd just be here. I'm like, I ain't going over there till I'm forced to go over there.
Yeah.
But other than that, so that's why I don't think that's what we're dealing with.
Yeah.
Our conversation, I mean, they're all around. The spiritual's right here. It's just, there's a realm right there. And I don't think it's, I've seen things, smelled things, heard things, and I'm like, no, there's no way. Coincidences, I don't know, but I don't think it's going to be the long lost loved one of whatever. Bible does say that we're surrounded by a cloud of witnesses, but then again, remember back in the day, who was it that was in heaven and went to hell, and who was begging for just a drop of water on his tongue so he could see, God allowed them to see each other. And he's like, no, not going to happen, buddy. So that once that veil's removed that they could see each other, it kind of makes you wonder where these realms are really at.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, I think too when you see things, I think it's almost like there's curtains.
Yeah.
And things are, and for you're sensitive to it. My wife is sensitive to it, and when so many curtains drop, I think you're more sensitive to it. Whereas myself, I don't really have a desire to see those things.
Right.
So I think it just depends on who you are. I think maybe some people are more sensitive, some are not.
Well, there is a
Right.
guy, I tell you, I mean to go off subject on that, but off that, I was at a store the other day, and the guy helping me had a pentagram necklace. he would never look at me. He was looking down, doing his thing, and I made a point. I said, 1, 2, 3. And I counted all the points on there. I said, you want to tell me about that? Nope. I said, you got one on your hand, too. You want to tell me what that's about? Never looked at me. He goes, nope. You don't talk about it? Nope. Total. Just did my card thing. Handed me the bag just like this. Looked down. And never even looked at me.
He's the cashier guy.
Yeah. He just handed me the bag and no thank you. Have a good nothing. Just walked out. Wouldn't talk to me other than what I was just asking him. Wouldn't say anything. It's when I brought that up that he just got real uncomfortable.
Wow.
That's wild to me.
Yeah.
It's like, what'd you pick up on? Because I wanted to
Or
talk.
what are you seeing?
Yeah, what are you seeing? I just kept staring right at him, and I made sure he knew I was counting the points. There wasn't no Star of David. It was a pentagram. So his rings had him on there too, but he wouldn't talk, elaborate anything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wanted him to.
Yeah, you're at a super high frequency, and he's at a super low frequency.
Well, I mean,
in my opinion,
if he's wanting to wear that stuff in the public, you would think that he would.
There you go.
Yeah,
be open about it, right?
Talk about it.
Yeah.
I go back to, you started it.
Yeah.
And he probably does talk about it with some people.
The right people.
The right people.
People that are not,
Yeah, I wanted him to talk.
Christians
and I was going to go as far as say, hey, you want to come talk? Why are you this way?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I knew somebody who was higher up in the satanic realm of whatever they call it. He says our biggest thing is we don't go to fight with the Christian. There's no way. We go after the people that nobody wants. All the rejects, the lonely people, and make them feel welcome, wanted, bring a humanistic view into it. And I've read some of the Satanic Bible, and it does bring you this, you that, puts a focus out of from God to yourself. And that's what,
So they prey on the weak.
I can be a bit of this. I am this. I am worthy. I do deserve. I and then go on with that. But people who are in a hurting state or in a bad situation, it seems like there's hope now.
Yeah.
And everything that the devil's going to try to do is counterfeit the original of hope, joy, peace. And we're going to teach you to love yourself and be good to yourself. You deserve this. And it's just like, someone who's in a bad place, they're going to welcome it and drop that guard. Boom, they're in.
Oh, yeah.
And now fast forward, he is now a preacher. Crazy thing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And he says, I was wrong all these years. My true hope was this. And I was like, man, this is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That is wild.
Yeah, because he was a good friend of mine when he was Satanist. I was like, not that we were buddies. We didn't discuss it. But I liked the guy. But he had a different view of things and real angry.
Yeah.
And when I saw him, I was, man, dude, you changed. This is great. It's pretty cool.
Now he's like a pastor at a church somewhere.
Yeah.
That's great.
Local?
No,
Okay.
he's another state.
Mm. Okay, well, I got one more left. This one is from the CIA. We talked about Project Sunstreak before. Actually, this is Project Sunstreak, and it's actually with Stargate. You remember Project Stargate? Okay, so Jeremy's Project Stargate was, and this was CIA declassified information I read last time. See, I got it off their website, so it's all their stuff. I like to find
May I have a look?
an article or something. Yeah, and so Stargate was where people were astral projecting out of their body, and the government was doing projects with that. So they were trying to spy on the Russians or some other country, or find out where they kept their missiles and stuff like that. So this Project Sunstreak was one of the times when they did an astral projection, and in that, what they found was cool, and it's crosses into the Bible realm too. So I'll read that real quick for you, and you tell me what you think. So let me get to the page, if I can read it. Okay. Target is a container. So this guy has astral projected out of his body, and his handler is asking him questions. So this is what he said. The target that he's looking for is a container. This container has another container inside of it. The target is fashioned of wood, gold, and silver. The target is similar in shape to a coffin and is decorated with seraphims and he draws a picture of it. Does this remind you of anything that you could think of? Okay, and that's exactly what he's looking at, and he claims to, in this, have astral projected and found the Ark of the Covenant where it's hidden.
Wow.
And I was like, oh man, it's so cool. This is dated December of 1988 from the CIA's website. So you can go look this up yourself and see. So it's hidden underground, dark, wet, or all the aspects of the location of the target. The purpose of the target is to bring a people together. It has something to do with ceremony, memory, and resurrection. There is an aspect of spirituality, lessons of historical knowledge far beyond what is known. The target is protected by entities, is what he says.
Wow.
And then it goes on to explain there's also mummies there along the wall. And it sounds like it's in some kind of Muslim, like there's a Muslim maybe fortress or city on top of it with a lot of military people. Then underground they have what he says was the Ark of the Covenant, and then there's these mummies lining the wall, and there's entities that guard it. So even like, I'm curious, like, so when you're astral projecting, are these entities aware that you're there? And if you tried to, get too close to it, are they going to attack you? I'm like, it's really, I just found it very interesting because it's from the CIA's website, Declassified.
I think they do know
That's
you're there.
crazy.
Yeah.
I think they know you're there. If he projected this, saw this, kind of makes you wonder. I mean, think about it. Let's go back. Ark of Covenant.
Mm-hmm.
Does it have any more relevance or power anymore?
Yeah, see, I would think no, because the Holy Spirit isn't in it anymore, right? Because that's how God traveled. That was the Holy of Holies.
The ultimate sacrifice.
Yeah, right.
So now,
What's in it?
They have a connection to God, thinking they can draw something else from that. That's what I think.
Yeah, like in what these entities are, I don't think are good. No. And so when they do their astral projecting, then they'll ask him questions later. So he wrote like pictures of mummies. He's talking about their spirits. This is actual writing from the astral projection guy. And then he also has pictures of like seraphim, which is giant, the giant angels that are on the top of the Ark of the Covenant, like in Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Like those. And he gives a perfect description of it. And I was like, oh, that's so cool.
So in the Ark of the Covenant, you had the original 10 Commandments, Aaron's rod that budded, Manna. Those are the three things that were in there?
Yeah.
That were mentioned?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Man, that's wild.
Yeah. So in my head, I always thought, like, because me and my brothers would talk about it sometimes, when Indiana Jones, do you think if it's really there, if you touched it, you would die? And I was like, no, because God's not there anymore. Now I'm not so sure after listening to this. I mean, it could just be an evil spirit that would attack you or possess you, or, you don't know. I'm like,
right.
And then those mummies, I'm like, are those people that have to spend their life guarding it? And then, okay, now you're dead. Okay, let's wrap you in some linen, a high frequency fiber, and you're always there.
Yep.
To guard it. I mean,
That's
do
true.
they have some kind of weird ceremony, crazy thing?
Man, what do you think, Jeremy? He's like,
I don't know what to think. I can't believe it's on the CIA's website.
Yeah, it is so cool.
And how do you access this stuff from the website?
It's Freedom of Information. They have a tab, and then the FBI has one called the Vault. So if you go in,
and you can just go in there and just browse whatever.
I just type in stuff like Bigfoot. You got any? And of course, I never find nothing on that. But I'll type in things that I hear from other podcasts. Like they go, Operation, Redwall.
I bet you they're tracking you.
And you put that stuff in there, right. And then you can pull it up and it'll show you. But you have to. It's really condensed and crammed together. A lot of times you really gotta. Okay, not this page, and they go to another one. But there's lots of fun stuff in there.
I'm gonna have to look at that.
Yeah.
www.cia/ all the crap they hide.
FOIA. Yeah.
FOIA, yeah.
Yeah, it's in there. And then the FBI is the Vault.
Okay.
And that's all their declassified stuff, which we've done some of those too before.
Yeah. Man, that's crazy. I didn't know that one.
No, neither did I. I was like, holy mackerel.
Because it makes me wonder where it's at,
Mm-hmm.
along with like Moses. Like, wonder where God put him.
Yeah, he hid him so it wouldn't be a
I guess
shrine.
my question is if that stuff is already on their site, why are they still hiding stuff if that kind of stuff is already in their site?
I don't know.
Because they can say, we told you. We let you know. We let you know this stuff was out. We let you know it was hidden. We let you know the earth was flat.
Hey, I did send you some CIA.gov declassified documents on where I sent them pictures, two more. So they were doing research on lightning hitting the firmament, according to their documents, on a flat Earth. So I sent them those two documents. I sent them the pictures of, it's called a sprite and an elf. So when the lightning hits the firmament, it makes this big circle because it's not escaping.
Right.
It's just like touching it. And then the sprite is the little lightning strike sticks that are making their way to the firmament.
From when it hits, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen a picture of that.
Yeah, and
But it was from a person that was in space.
Oh, yeah.
Taking the picture down.
Oh, I believe they're in space. Like outer space, to me, is the outer space of the flat Earth. Antarctica and that wall. That's outer space. So they do tell us the truth all the time. We're in outer space. Oh, yeah, I know you are. Pictures of Mars, outer space.
Well, I sent you the eggs they said they found. There's rocks.
2 rocks that don't resemble anything.
Uh-huh.
But they're dinosaur eggs. We could tell from 57 million miles away. We know what's going on.
What's at the bottom of the lake? We don't know. Yeah. Crazy stuff.
Okay, well, that's all I had this week. I didn't really think they were a whole episode, but I thought they kind of crossed each other
Perfect.
pretty well, biblically, giants. And then we got frequencies. God made everything with a frequency, including us. We got the Ark of the Covenant. We got jinns. So
Wool and cotton.
wool, cotton,
Linen.
and linen.
Like
Okay.
it. Good one.
Well, guys, if you want to get our episodes early, follow us on Facebook at Podcast Radio. Till next time, question everything.